What's going on, everyone? It's your boy DC3 here. We're going to be doing a NASCAR video here, guys, at the Canadian track. So a nice little road course, which is at the moment it's not really run by the Cup Series. I believe the Xfinity. I used to remember as a nationwide, but the Xfinity series runs a race here at the Canadian track, and so for me, like, it just feels like a good, you know, we definitely have the advantage. I feel like Juan Pablo Montoya. For those of us that remember Juan Pablo racing in NASCAR, when it comes to these road courses, just because this is basically what we do. Like, this is our bread and butter. I haven't played NASCAR. The last time I played like full time was like NASCAR like 16 with Jeff Gordon on the cover. I played when I was a kid NASCAR '07, like Life and Death PS2, back when EA Sports was producing some decent racing games and all that. But it just kind of reminds me of F1, guys. It just kind of brings me back to that F1 memory. But anyway, guys, so nice quick first lap that we get, and so remember, it is three-stage racing. So we're going to pull up here and into the lap. I believe it's like a one lap or second or two lap stage here, and so we're gonna pull up the easy first place win here on stage one and collect the 10 points that I believe are going to be used for the playoffs. It's a little confusing, I will admit it. Even I'm just like kind of like but I think they're doing their best to try to keep people entertained, because it is a very long race. Usually, like, these races take up to two and a half, no, like 2.5 to most of the time 3 hours. And so it's kind of tough to be watching a race, like, unless you're there live. And even then, live, sometimes you're just like, because I've actually watched a couple races here. I've been to Auto Club twice. One in 2011, and then the actually right before COVID really shut down California, 2020 edition, for Jimmy Johnson, who has officially left NASCAR. And so, guys, right now, going back to the gameplay here, guys. So we do take a pit stop to get some fresh tires and add some fuel to the mix. We end up being the only car on pit lane, and so we're going to start from the back here. We've already kind of pushed ourselves kind of very aggressively into the front here. We're going to just tell people to get out the way here, just overtaking a few cars here and there. And so, boom, we go through what used to be Matt Kenseth's car, and now it's going to be Truex Jr., who, just remember him from driving that Napa Know-How car, for those of us that remember those commercials. That's how you know I actually watch these NASCAR races. And so now, Ryan Newman. Gonna go through him real quick, and now Mr. Suarez, just get out of my way, sir. Thank you so much, I do appreciate it. But where's Carl Edwards at? And so we go through him, and now the ex-world champion Kevin Harvick, who used to drive for Richard Childress actually for a while, and now he went with Stuart Haas. And so coming over, Eric Amarola, who I believe took over for Earnhardt Jr. And so as we are trying to close in on Mr. Ricky Stenhouse Jr., and it's getting close to him, but unfortunately I don't think we'll have enough time to really make much of an overtake procedure, so we're going to end up getting second here. Oh, excuse me, I thought it was Ricky Stenhouse Jr. It was actually Kurt Busch, the 2004 NASCAR champion, and so we overtake him because I do not know why he decided to pick the outside lane. You always pick, the inside. You pick the outside because it's the closest to the corner. This is literally what I do in F1, guys. Like, this is literally like our bread and butter here. And so we pay a little homage by changing the camera view to the F1 version screen that we usually use in our 2020 career mode, which, if you haven't catched the video yet, I definitely urge you to check it out. It's going to be an easy win for us here in Canada. And look at that, 96 out of 100 speed rating. And so we're going to do definitely the burnout here. And it's definitely after I think we kind of had some dreadful kind of like races in the previous video, so a nice little dominant video to show that we're here and we're definitely going to make a run for this title, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I'm going to go ahead and leave a little F1 clip for you guys to enjoy, and stay tuned for the next one. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. He ends up overtaking us, and so no real way to stop him either. And so we have Carlos Sainz. We're gonna brake left and then tuck out right. Definitely gonna try to get both drivers here. We're gonna have to give up, unfortunately not enough space to